Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Celestial C888 and today we will be using the Mystic Fairy Tarot deck for the tarot reading. Now without further ado, let us begin. Alright Gemini, these are your cards and this is your general reading for the third week of October. That is October 16th through October 22nd, 2022. Now first impressions that I have for you Geminis as a collective, not gonna lie, I definitely feel for a good amount of you in the collective. This doesn't necessarily have to apply for everybody, but a good amount of you in the collective are going to be seen through illusions a lot this week. There's something in your life that's going to be drastically changed in some regard, because the first card you have is the Devil card. And I want to say with this Devil card for your reading, there is like a painful truth that you're going to be learning this week, perhaps at the start of the week, middle of the week, or even the end of the week. But there's definitely going to be some kind of like truth, painful as it may be, but some kind of truth that you have to deal with, have to reconcile with. You know, there's no ways around it. For some of you, this truth is going to make you realize that, you know, you weren't as like free to move around as much as you thought you were. Like you were bound, but you didn't even realize it with this Devil card as your first card. The next card you have, Gemini, which tells me again, this truth isn't the answer that you wanted with this Empress card. I want to say whatever this applies to, because this is a general reading, it can apply to any aspect of your life. But I would say like the Empress represents the answer, and whatever the answer is for whatever situation you're going to, it might not be one that you like, but it is the answer. So let's say you learned a painful truth about a relationship. You realize that maybe, you know, they weren't as sincere as you thought they were, or maybe that person, if it was a friendship, was actually talking about you behind your back. You know, maybe somebody else had been telling you this, you know, or multiple people might have been telling you this, and then you finally get the Empress card. The answer is that yes, that the person has been talking about you behind your back, and as painful and as much as you didn't want to hear it or even want to believe it, that is the answer to what is going on with this conflict, with this Devil card. Again, like I said, it's a painful truth that's coming out for you, Gemini. No ways around it. The next card you have is the Tower card. So again, like I said, this truth, this painful, whatever it is that comes out, it's going to be foundation shocking, like pillar shocking, like an aspect of your life that you thought was secure, that you thought you understood completely, is coming down, Gemini. Again, no other ways around it. You have this problem, you have this issue that's going on this week. And again, this is a general reading, and if this doesn't apply to you, you can always check for your sun, moon, or rising. But as a collective, Gemini, this is what you're going to be going through. This truth is going to knock things down. It's going to make you realize things that you never realized, never even considered, never even thought of for some of you. And I want to say it has to do with relationships for a good amount of you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be true for everybody. Perhaps there's going to be like a painful truth in a work-related situation, or something you've been doing as a hobby, you know, or business or something. But like this painful truth is going to come, and it's going to be shaking things up a bit. Now, for you guys, your next card is the Five of Swords. So you're going to be analyzing, thinking about how, you know, how this problem came to be, looking at every aspect. For some of you, you might even rely on another person, maybe a friend or a family member, you know, to help you like understand where this problem came from, what's happening. I definitely feel maybe for some of you in the collective, you might find, if you're in like a romantic relationship, possibly friendship, that's also possible, but maybe for those in like a romantic relationship, maybe you thought everything was fine and it wasn't fine, and like it hadn't been fine for a while, and then like that's the thing that's gonna catch you off guard, that's the thing that's gonna shake up the foundation. And then I definitely feel for some of you, you might put in the work to like actually like fix things and like, look at like what is the issue, what is not the issue in terms of something like that. Again, there's going to be some analyzing of like what the actual problem is. Now, I gave the example of romantic relationship. This can manifest in different ways. We're all on different journeys, but I definitely feel for some of you in the collective, like this is what's going on. There's just this issue within a personal relationship that you have. Again, it could be romantic or otherwise, that you may not have known or hadn't realized or like were ignoring. And this is the week where you can't ignore it anymore. You can't run away from it anymore. Next, we have the Knight of Cups. And I want to say, if this person's energy could be the Knight of Cups energy, it could be you who has the Knight of Cups energy, because the Knight of Cups, the energy of this kind of person is somebody who might be like in love with the idea of being in love. So if this is a romantic situation that's going on for you, Gemini, you might be that person who's just like in love with the idea of being in love, but like whoever you're with, or maybe even whoever you're pursuing, isn't actually good for you, but you're so busy stuck in the idea of just like being with the person that you don't realize it. Perhaps it's just the opposite too. Perhaps this person is in love with the idea of being in love, and deep down you know that they're not the best, that that they're fun but like also draining. You can have a good time, but you're also like just consciously aware of their like conflicting emotions and stuff like that's happening. There's definitely an emotional person involved in some way that, again, like I want to say, for you Geminis, you aren't reconciling with the fact that this emotional person may not be the best for you, may not have the best intentions for you. So definitely look out for this person if the other person is the Knight of Cups energy, or even if it's you who has the Knight of Cups energy, work on that. And finally, we have the Magician card. Now, the Magician is here to remind you that you are still in more control than you think. So for some of you out there, perhaps when this painful truth comes out, whatever it is that's going on, you might feel like everything's out of control. You don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go, but you still have control, Gemini. You're still the magician. You're still, the master of your own destiny. And you need this Magician card as a reminder of that. Again, like I said, this is a general reading and it can apply to any aspect. I focused on relationships as a part of this reading, but it could be in a different aspect for you. It could manifest different ways. We're all on different journeys. But yeah, that is what I have for you, Geminis, for the week. All right, Geminis, that is your general reading for the week. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from the community as we grow. Also, all the October readings are available on the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.